Hello, welcome to The Connectors, the official CCBC Connection podcast, where we find the connection between us all. I'm your host, Jamin Kastner, and I'm here with
Nicole, Rincon. Hello, everyone.
Today we have Jordan Scott, a student reporter for The Connection, with us. Jordan is here today to discuss her article, Recreation Center Opens Up in Middle River. Jordan, thank you for being here with us today. Would you mind introducing yourself and what's your major and what made you want to join The Connection?
Hi, yes, my name is Jordan Scott. I'm a political science major, and one of the reasons I wanted to write in The Connection is because of the lack of local journalism that's been trending over the past few decades, honestly. We know that, it can be hard to sustain like a local paper or something like that. I know that in this area we have like the Dundalk Eagle, and in my like Middle River area we have like Avenue News, but those are some hardworking people. These local papers, they've had to overcome some obstacles over the years to sustain and support themselves, and whatever I could do to help them and those initiatives and help support them and local journalism in general, I was willing to step out of my comfort zone.
Okay, that's really nice. I think that you were trying to show in this article how this project bring the community together.
Yes.
Not just the community, different cultures.
Yeah.
So I think it's really nice that you're trying to show that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you check out the rec center, you can see it was clearly designed with an aviation theme. What other details like that stood out to you while reporting on it?
Yeah, so I think the design of the Recreation Activity Center was very intentional, and it was very, is very like a lot of attention to detail with that. The lighting fixtures, the decals on the walls, even the shape of the actual building is like a landing thing. I'm not gonna get the word right, but I hope you know what I'm talking about.
Hangar bay or something like that.
Yeah. So all of that was very much by design, and it was inspired by like local history and things like that. So I am aware of like the Glenelg Martin history and everything like that, especially with like the Martin State Airport being nearby and everything like that. But a young kid might not, be as aware. So, hopefully it does. The design inspires those questions, or even sparks like interest in like aviation or something like that. But I think it's a nice nod to that bit of history.
Yeah, most definitely. So what was it like to cover the ribbon cutting ceremony and the opening of the new rec center? Did you get a sense of how the community felt?
Yeah, so it's always nice to see like all walks of life from the community come together. I think in that like Miramar Landing community, that Middle River community, it's not as much of a rarity, thankfully, but it's always nice to see and be there yourself. I saw project managers were there, people from the government was there. I got to meet Johnny O, which was cool. I heard from like moms. I didn't really hear as much from like children, but you're gonna hear children no matter what. Like there were kids there, and they were like having fun, like running around doing their thing. So that was really special, and it was almost overwhelming, like the amount of energy, the anticipation. Like people could not wait to get into that rec center. So yeah, it was a lot of high energy, good vibes for sure overall.
No, yeah, that's definitely what it brings. Like when I first walked in there, I was like, ain't no way this is real. Like this is a little too good to be true.
Yeah.
I haven't go, but it sounds amazing. So am I going? So from your article, I saw that the community members highlight this rec center as a hub for students and families. How do you think it will impact the Middle River community going forward?
Yeah, so the Middle River community in the area, we have a lot of churches, we have a lot of schools. So outside of those like operating hours of those like institutions and organizations, you definitely want to have a place to go where you can have like a group of people, or like I interviewed a mother in the area, and she had her own business, and she talked about potentially using one of those multi-purpose rooms to have a meeting for her business, but also have a space where she knows that her children are going to be safe and they can express themselves freely, and do those activities, utilize that gymnasium area for like basketball or pickleball or something like that, and also do her work and stuff like that. So I think that is pretty significant. I think that it is helpful not to have to go too far away from home as well. So I think it'll have positive impact in that area. And, this is a little bit like more like business economy stuff, but we talked about the director of our like HOA talked a little bit about how having that rec center where it is will bring up the like property value,
market value, stuff like that,
of like houses, because we do have homeowners in the area and everything like that. So I mean, that's a good benefit if you're looking to sell your house.
And it brings in like local jobs and stuff like that
absolutely too. Job creation is a big one.
It's definitely bringing the community stronger together, and I think it's an amazing project.
All right, so with the rec center already bringing all this positivity to the community, from your perspective, how can the community continue supporting this and maintain a safe environment?
So I think maintaining that safe environment, there are people who are in the rec center like full and part-time and everything like that, but I think going there with your child, because there are a lot of children who utilize that space, going there with your child and explaining like the facilities and everything like that, like it's a little bit different than school, and obviously you want children and students alike to know that the space is there and it is for them, but still be respectful, because it's not sometimes it's harder for kids to think like beyond themselves. So it's a shared space. Like you do have to be respectful of that. You do have to try to make it easier for people to maintain and keep up with and keep clean and things like that. So I think making it a family affair and making it a thing where you're just like this is a privilege in a way. It is for like public use and everything like that, and it is a place to have fun, but being mindful of maintaining a space like that. Unfortunately, I think there has been some like issues with like conflict or like fights or things like that happening. Like that, and I think that does come from some a little bit of like kids like lacking that supervision and
the competitiveness of the sports and stuff like
absolutely that, and some kids might not have like been exposed to something like this ever before, so they're really like overwhelmed and excited, and so I think that would help calm it down a little bit.
Well, we're almost out of time, but Jordan, thank you so much. Do you have any new projects or articles coming out soon?
At the moment, no, I do not, but we'll see for the future. I think I might have been inspired by my interviewers today to work on some more stuff.
Okay, that's fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you for being here. So I hope you can write another article so we can interview you again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
See you next time.
See ya.
Thank you again, Jordan, for being here with us today. For more student articles, go to blog.ccbcmd.edu/connection. And while you're there, be sure to scroll down to the bottom and subscribe so you don't miss any new articles.
This podcast is produced, hosted,
and edited by the New Media Collective
and podcast journalist students. My name is Nicole Rincon.
And my name is Jamin Kastner. Our theme music is Man Out of Town by Forget the Whale.
See you next time.
Bye.